the son of Osman, inheriting a legacy. Orhan Bey was born into a world on the cusp of change. His father, Osman I, had carved out a small principality in Anatolia amidst the crumbling Byzantine Empire. When Orhan ascended to the throne in 1326, he inherited not only his father's ambitions but also the weight of these challenges. He was a young man but a capable leader, schooled in the arts of war and diplomacy. He knew that to survive, the Ottoman state had to expand. Orhan's reign marked a turning point in Ottoman history. He inherited a small principality. By the time of his death, he would leave behind a burgeoning empire. He laid the foundations for Ottoman dominance, establishing institutions and military traditions. Orhan Bey, the second ruler of the Ottomans, was determined to surpass his father's legacy. The year of Orhan's ascension saw the young Bey lead his forces to capture the city of Bursa. This victory cemented Orhan's reputation as a great conqueror and set the stage for the Ottoman Empire's meteoric rise. Bursa, the dawn of an empire. The capture of Bursa in 1326 was a watershed moment in Ottoman history. Strategically located on trade routes, Bursa was one of the wealthiest cities in the region. Its capture brought immense wealth and control over a key economic hub. Orhan's siege of Bursa was long and arduous, lasting several years. The Byzantines, though weakened, were determined to defend this vital city, but Orhan was patient and persistent, understanding that time was on his side. Finally, in 1326, Bursa fell to the Ottomans. The victory announced the arrival of a new power capable of challenging the established order. The capture of Bursa had profound consequences for the Ottoman state. It provided them with a wealthy and prestigious new capital. Most importantly, it gave the Ottomans a foothold in Anatolia for further conquests. Across the Bosporus, into the Balkans. With Anatolia under their control, the Ottomans turned their attention to the Balkans. The Balkan Peninsula was ripe for the picking with fertile valleys and strategic ports. In 1354, Orhan's son, Suleiman Pasha, led an Ottoman force across the Dardanelles and captured the fortress of Zimpe. The Ottomans, once a small Anatolian principality, had now established a bridgehead in Europe. The capture of Gallipoli marked the beginning of the Ottoman Empire's expansion into Europe. The art of Ottoman warfare, ghazis and sieges. Orhan Bey's conquests were the product of a sophisticated military system. At the heart of the Ottoman army were the ghazis, warriors driven by religious zeal and a thirst for glory. These fierce fighters formed the backbone of the Ottoman army. Orhan also understood the importance of siege warfare. He invested in cannons and other siege engines, allowing his armies to breach formidable fortresses. The Ottoman siege of Bursa was a testament to their mastery of siege warfare. Orhan's military innovations extended beyond the battlefield with the establishment of a standing army, the Capiculu. The Capiculu would become one of the most formidable fighting forces in the world. A legacy forged in conquest, the expanding realm. By the end of Orhan's reign, the Ottoman Empire was a far cry from the small principality he had inherited. His conquests transformed the Ottoman state, laying the foundations for its future dominance. The capture of Bursa provided the Ottomans with a strategically located and wealthy capital. The capture of Gallipoli and the advance into the Balkans marked the beginning of the Ottoman Empire's expansion into Europe. Orhan's legacy extended beyond territorial expansion. He was a shrewd administrator and a patron of the arts and sciences. He established law and order, encouraged trade, and promoted Islamic learning. He built mosques, schools, and hospitals, laying the foundations for a prosperous state. The architect of Empire Orhan's enduring impact. Orhan Bey's reign was a period of momentous change for the Ottoman state. He inherited a small principality and left behind a burgeoning empire. His conquests, military reforms, and administrative skills laid the foundations for the Ottoman Empire's rise to greatness. Orhan's impact on history is undeniable. He was the architect of the Ottoman Empire, transforming it into a regional power. His military reforms created a fighting force that would be the scourge of Europe for centuries. Orhan Bey died in 1364, but his legacy lived on. The Ottoman Empire, under Orhan Bey and his descendants would shape the course of history for centuries to come.